Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. JOTA, and yes, we still have to talk about the controversy with Vinicius Jr. and the racism and the racist comments and all the stuff, because the story continues. We have another chapter of the drama today again, and of course, it's getting worse and worse and worse because more people are talking about it. If you go to the social media, if you go to Twitter, if you go to Instagram, if you go anywhere in the world, in any social platform across the world, you will find something related to the Vinicius Jr. racism case. So, yeah, we have to get started to talk about that, but let me tell you something. Before to jump into the breaking news of Real Madrid, the most important for now is this. Bad news. Karim Benzema will not be able to make it and will not be there against Atletico de Madrid. The reason for that is because he's not recovered 100% and Carlo Ancelotti will not count on him and he won't be featured in the squad list for tomorrow, which is, in my opinion, something completely understandable and of course reasonable and of course even good for us. Why? Because the player will have some rest that he really deserves and there's no reason to push him forward to show up in the game. Apparently he wanted to be there, right? Apparently he wanted to be there, but of course for us and with all the season ahead, it is better for him to get some rest and be ready for the next game. And of course, if he would have been featured in the squad list for this Sunday, he would have to be called by the national team of France. So, and I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that at all. So I prefer for him to rest at home and not going with the national team either. So way better for me, honestly, because I don't want him to go out with the national team of France, okay? So now, second thing, and now we are getting into the Vinicius thing. Look at this. Not this. Yes, so yesterday Real Madrid sent or published a official statement about this, and they announced, Real Madrid announced legal action taken against all that people, all those people, all those person who, yeah, let me find it really quick, yeah, against all those people and against anyone who directs racist remarks towards their players or make any kind of racist comment or something like that, okay? So Florentino Perez, who is basically behind of this financial statement, behind this official statement, he wants to protect Vinicius Jr. or any other, okay? So again, repeat it again. Look, this official statement happened yesterday from Real Madrid, okay? So Real Madrid released an official statement regarding to Vinicius Jr. saying that they are going to take legal action, okay? They will file lawsuit against anyone who says or makes any single racist comment against any of the players. As you know, in Real Madrid there are right now like 4, 5, 6 players. I mean, black players or with the black skin, whatever you want to call it, and apparently Real Madrid wants to take legal action against all the people who make any comment, any racist or xenophobic comment against them, which is of course something really, I mean, it's very good news, of course, because we all have to be against racism and all this stuff. But let me tell you something else. My perception from Spain, it is not about racism is more about anti-Madridism, right? There are a lot of people out there really anti-Madridista, and my opinion is the only reason why they are insulting the Vinicius Jr., calling him like monkey and stuff like that, it is just a coincidence. For example, in the past, Cristiano Ronaldo, Gareth Bale, they went through the same. They were insulted every single time they showed up in any single stadium in Spain. let me tell you, I mean, and that is true. And they were not black, they were white, and they were still insulted and mocked and made fun of them. And I mean, a lot of things. And I still remember to Jose Maria Gutierrez Guti being insulted with awful things, with horrible things. I mean, the people used to tell to him super horrible things, and nothing happened. Nothing. Right? Nothing. So it's not about racism, in my opinion. It's more about anti-Madridismo, honestly. That is my opinion. I might be wrong, but that's what I think, man. And yeah, of course, we have to... Yeah, look at this. We have to talk about Vinicius Jr. because he finally released a video talking about the whole thing, about the controversy. This is the video. He basically says in that video, I will stand up against the racism and racist people and all the stuff. What I do aside of soccer is trying to help all the community out, trying to fund and send money to poor people, poor homes, poor families, to help them out, to have an education so they not become racist or something like that. So he was basically trying to tell the people he won't stop the dancing stuff, he won't stop the dancing celebration, just because there are a bunch of people out there that don't like that way of, you know, being, that way of behavior, or that way to do the things, or whatever it is, right? So he's not okay with that, right? And he will continue to dance if he has to. And I'm 100% with that. I am 100% standing with Vinicius Jr. just because his reasons are completely right. He has the right to celebrate whatever he wants in the way he wants. Nobody has to tell him what he has to do. And this video was very accurate because in the moment that he decided to record a video, it was the right moment to say, I mean, to loud his voice and say, hey, I'm standing up y'all against, right? Against the racist people and xenophobic people and all the stuff. So very happy for him. And of course, he has all my support. And I mean, he has all my, I mean, like we say, I got your back, brother. I mean, I got your back and I got your cover. I got you, man. I really feel you, and I'm 100% with you at all times. No doubt about that. Oh, and by the way, let me tell you something. This is regarding to same thing, Vinicius Jr. Again, look. EA Sports, okay, the company that makes the FIFA video game every year, has made this. Look at this. It's a gem, man. It's wonderful. I mean, they recreated the Vinicius Jr. dancing in the video game, and that's quite awesome because it has right now more than 3 million plays. Well, 2.8 million plays so far, which is insane. It's Vinicius Jr. again dancing. Of course, they joined the trend like Baila Vini Jr. So I mean, they were very sensitive to these kind of topics because for them it is very important to take a look around, right, and see what's going on, especially with a player like Vinicius Jr., who is becoming one of the most important and famous players in the world. And of course, he will be for the video game as well, right? So every time he or any other player has been involved in this kind of controversy or things like that, it is good for the company to show up and say, hey, I'm going to stand 100% with this player because he really deserves that we got his back and all the stuff, and we got him covered and all the stuff, right? So my opinion is very good. I mean, they did a good job. They did a great job. And of course, they were super shocked, right? To make a video like this, to make a tweet like this, to not retweet him because it's their own content, right? But they did the right thing. I mean, they did what they were supposed to do. So very good for them. Shout out to them. Kudos to them. Very good done. Very good job, and very well done. Okay, but we have more stuff, okay? We have more stuff regarding to more people. Look at this. Yeah, this is a tweet that I retweet this morning, which is about the real problem, okay? Yeah, it's about the real problem of Vinicius Jr. and the controversy and racism and all the stuff. I'm sorry. So let me share with you this really quick. I mean, like I said, right? It is not a racism thing. It is an anti-Madridism thing. That's the problem. That is where all the problems come from, right? The anti-Madridism. That is the thing. So for some people, it's just a racist question, but it's not. It's not. It's just a anti-Madridista or anti-Madridism attitude and anti-Madridism behavior. You have to keep in mind, for all those of y'all who are living overseas or who are not from Spain, let me tell you, when Real Madrid traveled all across the country and we go and play to another city, the attitude, the behavior we receive from other fans, from other teams, is super aggressive. They hate us, man. A lot of people in the world hate Real Madrid. A lot of people in the world really love Real Madrid, but at the same time, a lot of people really hate Real Madrid, especially in Spain. In Spain, it's nuts, man. The amount of people, absolutely insane. When Real Madrid shows up, it's unbelievable, right? So it's not a question, it's not a situation about racism. It's a situation about anti-Madridism. That is the thing, because in Spain we are not racist at all. I mean, the most of us are not racist at all. But the problem is, some people, the perception that they have, it is because of a little few number of people who really are racist and stupid, right? But like I said, this is something that Cristiano Ronaldo and Gareth Bale and Guti Hernandez went through in the past. It is the same thing, exactly the same thing. So I don't understand and I don't know why is this happening to him, but it's more an anti-Madridism thing, let me tell you. And look, take a look at these words from Kylian Mbappe. Look at this. I'm gonna show you really quick because it's super funny. I mean, it's not funny because the guy super arrogant, cocky, whatever you want to call it, man. But when you read this stuff, I mean, when I read this stuff, it was like, man, is he really serious? I mean, look at this. He's talking about the night he played against FC Barcelona and he grabbed a hat trick, right? He scored 3 times and he said, I think that night I went from a good player all the way to a superior player, like a top-notch player, like a world-class player. I mean, and he's talking about himself. And the funny thing here is that year he didn't even win the Champions. He didn't even win anything. He only has won a world championship with the national team of France. That's it. He's not a Champions League champion. He's not a World Cup club, a club World Cup champion. He's not a Ballon d'Or champion. No, he doesn't even have a Ballon d'Or. So, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Why aren't you a little bit more, humble and keep your ego in check and before you talk? Because this way is not going to help to your public image. You should shut your mouth, because on top of the things that you said about the South American players, now you are coming to say this. This, man, is not going to help you at all. I mean, actually, a lot of people will hate you, man. A lot of people will hate you just because you are saying you're the best. And you're not. And you know that. There are a lot of players out there that might be willing or playing at the same time than you. So I don't even know why you're saying this, man. It sounds really, really stupid and dumb and cocky and silly and arrogant, man. I don't know. But anyways, this guy is just nuts. is nuts. Yeah. Yeah, and look at this. Yeah, so let's talk now about the game, because Carlo Ancelotti has tried this starting 11. Look. So, yeah, wait, hold on a second. Laptop thinking, not good. Yeah, here we go. So this is the starting 11 Carlo Ancelotti has tried in the last training session, okay? That starting 11 is like this. Thibaut Courtois, Dani Carvajal, Antonio Rudiger, David Alaba, Ferland Mendy for the defense. Tchouaméni, Kroos and Luka Modric will be on the midfield, and Valverde, Rodrigo Goes and Vinicius Jr. will take care of the attack. So, to me, there's no question. It'll be like that. But there's only a doubt, which is regarding to Antonio Rudiger and Militao. Eder Militao is fully recovered, okay? So Eder Militao might be in the starting 11 of Real Madrid if Carlo Ancelotti wants him to be. But let me tell you, I don't think want to force to Militao to be there, right? So my opinion is, it's very likely to happen that Antonio Rudiger will be featured in the defense of Real Madrid in the starting 11. So I don't think there are so many chances for him. There are so many chances for Antonio Rudiger to be featured in the starting 11. For Militao to be featured in the starting 11 of Real Madrid. But we will have to wait, because it might be more surprises. And the reason for that is because Carlo Ancelotti has decided to pull out of the Castilla to another player, a Japanese player called Takuhiro Nakai, okay? He's been called up by Real Madrid to train for the first team, right? With Real Madrid before the game against Atletico de Madrid. I don't think so. I don't think, though, that Carlo Ancelotti is thinking about to use the player on the game. But, of course, every time he calls up a player, it is because he will probably include that player in the squad list. So let's see. Let's wait for the squad list that might be released in about 1 hour, 2 hours, or something like that, and then we can talk about that and see what players did he bring to the squad list, and give my own opinion on the stuff. So now, for now, guys, it's all. That's it. So now, subscribe my channel, and of course, enjoy the videos. I'm going to upload every single video. I'm going to upload every single video to Real Madrid Hub, so don't miss out any single video, and see you tomorrow.